Hi guys, I'm Bon here. I hope you guys have been doing fantastic. Within the past few weeks, the only thing that's been in the news is the coronavirus and how it has affected the economy as we know it.
Checking your email, you may have noticed store after store now officially closing its doors.
Businesses are closing down, events are rescheduled, and people are asked to stay in their house. Did you know that the movie Mulan has actually postponed the release date? I want to watch that movie. So throughout the whole chaos and turmoil, I have suggested you guys to be prepared for when the stock market is fully down and then you put your money in there and ride the wave. So this is a follow-up video to that. My friends and I have been talking about when is the best time to jump in the stock market again. Because of this financial crisis, stocks have been at an all-time low since 2016. The stock has wiped out the last 4 years of growth. And this is as of March 18th, 2020. Because chances are it'll probably go down lower and wipe out the last 5 to 6 years of growth. And so today we are going to be talking about how long you should wait before you start investing in the stock market. And we are going to be talking about some guidelines and expectations that can help you make your decision of when you want to invest. So let's go. Before I get started with the video, there are a few things that I would like to reiterate before you guys start investing all of your life savings into the stock market after it crashes. So the first and most important thing that you guys should remember is that you guys need to have an emergency fund. Before you start investing in anything, right, you need to have an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. If you don't have that, then you should not be investing. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the next 3 to 6 months. You could lose your job, you could be quarantined, you could be forced to do nothing for the next 3 to 6 months because of the outbreak. Make sure that you have enough emergency fund to weather through this storm because chances are it's going to last a lot longer than you think. Trump's administration team has stated that there's a good chance that the virus won't die down until around mid-summer. So that gives you around 3 to 4 months. Therefore, now more than ever, you guys need to be very, very good at managing your money and make sure that you save everything that you can. No eating out, which you probably can't anyways because restaurants are closed, but no frivolous spending, no buying things on the internet, essential things only. Alright, enough of the sad news. Let's get into something that's a bit more entertaining. Right? When should you start investing in stocks? As of today, March 18th, the stock market has dropped another 7 to 8%. This triggered another trading halt, which right now is not even that surprising because it happens like every other day. So the stock now is very, very low. It hasn't been this low since 2016. And since it's this low, most people have been talking about when should I start jumping into the market? Because the best time to buy, the best time to buy is when there is a stock market crash because everything is super cheap and you can get multiple returns on your dollar invested. So let's jump right into it. When is the best time to start investing in stocks? So the truth is nobody knows when is the best time to jump into the stock market. Nobody has this crystal ball that tells them when the coronavirus will end. And nobody can give you a definite answer of when you should jump in. But there are some guidelines and expectations that you should consider before you start making a large investment. But one thing that I am 90% certain about is that you should not be investing in the stock market right now. Give it a week and make your decision then, because this is an ongoing crisis. Wait till things calm down and then decide. I think a very important date is March 27th because that is a 2-week mark and that government has recommended us to stay inside. So you should make a decision before March 27th of whether you want to go in now or wait a little bit longer and see how it pans out. Now, here are 2 very, very important things that you guys should do before you invest your money into the stock market. This tip is only for this financial crisis and not for general investing tips. So don't get it confused with investing tips. The first thing you guys need to do is to follow the news. Right? Make sure that you guys know what is currently going on in the world right now and the current coronavirus situation. In the last 31 years that I've been alive, and this has never ever happened. So this is brand new, uncharted territory because the last time we had a massive pandemic on this scale was before the internet was around. So nobody really knows how this thing can affect the economy. Make sure that you are on top of the news and make sure that you are following the COVID-19 virus outbreak. So you might be thinking to yourself, there's so much news out there. What should you be focusing on to make sure that you can jump into the market at the right time? Well, the most important thing that you guys should be focusing on is state and federal recommendations of whether it is okay to have social gatherings. This is important because if the government is easing up on the restrictions to go outside, businesses will start opening up and the economy will start going back to the way it was before the virus happens. So it is very, very important for you guys to keep a close eye on when businesses start opening up again, because that will trigger the start of the economic recovery. Number 2, before the end of next week, make sure you determine when you want to enter the stock market. The S&P 500 right now is currently at 21 to 2200 points. Pick a number that you are comfortable at entering the market at. Would you be comfortable at entering the market at 2,000 points or at 1,800 points or at 1,600 points? Also, keep in mind that it might not hit 1,600 points. Pick a number that you are confident that it will reach and stick with it. I can tell you that if you invest in the stock market right now, right at this moment, there is over a 95% chance that you will make money on your investment over the next year. Right? There is a 95% that you will make money over the next year if you invest right now. But the truth is, I think the market's going to get lower, and I'm waiting for it to get lower so that I can start investing to make more money. But that is different for every person. Some people want to invest in it right now, some people want to wait a little bit longer. You need to have your own personal number that you're comfortable with investing. Don't be too greedy and say that I will invest my money when the S&P hits 1,000 points. I mean, yes, it could hit 1,000 points, but that is super risky and it might never hit 1,000 points. Pick a number that you are comfortable with and stick to it. Nobody knows with 100% certainty that they are investing at the very bottom of the market. If you invest at the very bottom of the market, you are just very, very, very lucky. But for now, determine at what point the S&P would go down to for you to feel comfortable with investing. And also know that there's a very good chance that the day after you invest your money, the stock will drop again. And then that is perfectly fine, right? Don't beat yourself over it. Understand that this is a long-term investment. If you are thinking of putting in your money and taking it out within a week, you should not be doing this. You should be expecting to hold that money for at least a year. So do not expect to put in your money and take it out right away, because that is a surefire way to lose more money. Before I end this video, I would just like to reiterate that you should have an emergency fund before you start investing in anything. Right? Before you start investing your money into stocks, make sure you have an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months. So that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like the content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I like it when people subscribe. Okay, so until then, see you next time. Bye.